As we head into what could be the most volatile week for Bitcoin we have seen in months, Bitcoin is pumping like crazy over the weekend, and everybody's wondering, are we going to hit that $30,000 Bitcoin target? Well, we're going to be discussing exactly that today, so make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and click the bell for notifications because we are bringing you the juiciest and the most timely Bitcoin updates here on YouTube. Right now, the Bitcoin price is coming up to a very important zone of resistance, the Fibonacci Golden Pocket. This is the level we've been looking at in the Casper Crew VIP Discord, 28.3 for a scalp short, which I am currently in. However, if we break above this level, I do believe we are going to see much higher Bitcoin prices because the market structure is telling us that things will be very, very bullish if we can come above this level. But it's a very important week because we have the debt ceiling decision that's probably going to be made on Wednesday. We have this long weekend with the CME gap down below us. So let's dive into the charts and figure out what is more probable and what is the next trade setup that I am currently looking for. By the way, guys, if you want to join the Casper Crew VIP Discord where we give our levels, our trade setups, we do 3 live streams every single weekday going through the live price action. A great trading community. Check out the website, jasoncaspertrading.com. Go ahead and click the link to join the community. Also, 25% discount on all of our trading courses right now. A great deal for the value. And if you want to take advantage of trading this volatility, MEXC is my new favorite exchange right here. The best deal on fees you'll possibly find, plus up to a $9,000 deposit bonus. I'm currently trading on MEXC and Bitget if you are looking for an exchange with great fees. Of course, this is only if you know how to trade, guys. If you don't know how to trade and you try to trade, you're going to lose everything in your whole life is going to fall apart. Let's start on the daily time frame because there are some very significant things here. First of all, for 2 weeks, Bitcoin was unable to close a daily candle below that 200-week moving average, which is, in my opinion, very bullish and very significant. The second thing is that Bitcoin is back inside this sideways range, currently trading above the value area low but below the point of control. And as long as Bitcoin can hold above 26.7K, it's actually more probable than not that we have another leg up to that $29,000 to $30,000 level. But here's the thing. We're about to enter into a very volatile week when we have the debt ceiling decision being made. Also, it is a long weekend here in the United States. And so we have a CME gap pretty far down below us right here, right? We closed that Friday candle right down here. So we could see a very, very fast move back to retest this value area low of the range. So as traders, what is our job? It's not to predict what's going to happen, right? If you're not in a long trade right now, then in my opinion, we either need to look for an entry very, very locally within the local range that we're trading, or we just need to sit on the sidelines if we're a higher time frame trader and wait for an entry to present itself. And when it comes to the price action, we cannot know what is going to happen in the future. But the way we can set ourselves up for successful trades in the future is by identifying those key areas, those key zones of support and resistance where we know that a rejection or a bounce is very, very probable. So if the price does continue to pump, there are some very important levels that we have to the upside that I'm currently going to be looking for trades at. And the first one is going to be simply the golden pocket and the value area high coming in right around $29,000. The reason why this is such a key zone is because it's simply the value area high of the range, right? We have seen this act as resistance once, twice, 3 times. And then we saw it acting as support right here. And so if we come back to the area, we could be looking for a potential rejection. However, there's a level that's much juicier than that I currently have my sights set on. And this is the $30,000 level. Why? Because most of the time you are going to notice that price is going to be trading sideways. And if we can identify sideways ranges, we can simply just take a box and say, you know what? If price comes back up to the highs, I will be looking for a short. If price comes back down to the lows, I'm going to be looking for a long, which is why on this channel, I was getting very bullish down at these lows saying, look, this could be the bottom here because we're coming back down to the bottom of a lower range. Now, when we just take a look at this chart right here, we can see that if we do start to continue to the upside, we have a lot of liquidity right here at these highs, right around that $30,000 level. Lots of liquidity. What does that mean? A lot of people are short from this area, including myself, holding short trades from this area, and their stop losses are above here. Why is that so important? Because if we get another big squeeze to the upside, we will stop out everybody who's basically been short going all the way back potentially to the middle of April, which will inject a whole bunch of liquidity into the market. Where if I was a big player looking to enter into a big short position, well, I need to get liquidity from somewhere. And in order to do that, I will have to push the price to the upside, stop out all these shorts, and then fill up my own big short order. So I'm really looking at this green box up here for a potential short trade if the Bitcoin price continues to pump. Now, of course, if the Bitcoin price does not get a rejection from here, then obviously I do believe we're going to see that $33,000 Bitcoin and just continue on the uptrend. But this right here is the big zone that we need to be looking out for. Now, what about levels to the downside? So for me, it's pretty straightforward. This pattern that we are forming right up here is a pattern that we have seen Bitcoin make before, where basically we form some kind of a head and shoulders pattern that everybody thinks is going to break down, but instead of breaking down, we get a fake out to the upside and then a real breakdown. We can go back to April. Between April 11th and April 16th, we saw this head and shoulders pattern forming right here. This is something we were watching in the Casper Crew VIP Discord. We got the fake out breakout to the downside and then this move up to stop everybody out. And notice we came and we stopped everybody out, not coming to take the highs, but just coming up to this little area right here. Very similar to kind of what I'm looking to happen right now, where we get that move back up to the $29,000 to $30,000 level. And then we get the real move to the downside. And then potentially we could start to form a real lower low on the chart. And if that happens, there are some very important zones that I personally am looking for to fill up a very juicy long trade. And the first one is going to be that $24,000 to $25,000 level, where we have massive amounts of liquidity as well as a major support resistance flip, as well as the 382 Fibonacci coming in from the low we made in November all the way to the high that we just made right here. And so if we come up and we come to that $30,000 zone, or even if we don't do it and we just reject from here, this is the major zone of support that I am currently looking to fill my next major, what could be a swing long position. And so for me, it's very, very straightforward. I'm going to be looking for short trades in this box right here. I'm going to be looking for long trades in this box right down here at the $24,000 to $25,000 level. And as a swing trader, these are the two levels right now that I'm very interested in. I don't care what the price does. It could pump, it could dump. I'm not going to be looking to enter my next swing trade until we come to one of these levels, because these right now are the major zones of support and resistance where we know there's a very high probability that price is going to get some kind of a reaction from there. And just based on market structure, we know that this is a very important area of resistance and this will be a very important area of support. I personally expect a lot of volatility this week because of the long weekend leading into the debt ceiling decision, which is going to affect the markets, in my opinion, at least in some major short-term volatility. So just be prepared for whatever happens. Have your plans in advance. That is the way you're going to be most successful doing this. Guys, that's it for today's video. I do pray everybody is very blessed in the name of Yeshua, Jesus the Messiah. Even if you are not religious, I still pray you and your family are super blessed. And I will see everybody in the next video. Peace.